Today is starting off a little bit different. I'm just here at my friend's place, Mr. Manuel's place with the M3, enjoying the beautiful weather today. Picked up our buddy over here, Mr. BC. Brought the rain along with him from beautiful, what do they call it down there?
Vancouver.
Vancouver. Yeah. But this guy brought the BC weather along with him. Better than dealing with the negative 20 weather and all the crazy snow that we were having. Why'd you come here?
Let's keep it at business.
I'm just teasing him. I think today is a perfect day to get some boost action in with the R8. This thing is twin turbo, straight piped. I haven't driven this in a while. We're at +1, which is about 33, 34 Fahrenheit for anyone who's watching from the US. So we're gonna take the R8, go for a drive. The only one thing I gotta quickly deal with, these are new tires, but of course car's been sitting for a little bit. So the tire did go flat. So I'm just gonna quickly put air in the tire and then we'll hit the road. Tires are new. Could have been just because of just being cold and sitting around. Quickly get it filled and then we'll hit the road. This thing just looks filthy, covered in friggin', looks like sand, I guess. M3 lovers, you're gonna hate me for showing you the car like in the state. We'll go get this thing cleaned, washed. And even after the winter, I'm gonna get it cut, polished, everything. And I promise this thing is gonna look blingin'. R8 battery is completely dead. New battery was put in a few months back. We'll have to just boost it from the passenger side. You just open up the panel and then get the front opened, and from there be able to boost it. So I hope you never really have to boost your R8. I actually did put a new battery in, and this is my fault. I should have put the trickle on. So when you passenger side, open it up here, right up here on the R8s is the emergency release, because it is automatic. So you just literally, this right here, you're gonna pull, but it's a bit hard to pull. Let's see, you should have opened it. And I don't think it did. Okay, we all actually do make mistakes that we regret later. This is one of them. I should have put the trickle on, but so see here, this is the problem. I completely forgot. So when you pull it, all right, when you pull this, you hear that click? So now it's open. But the problem is I need someone to help open the front, because as soon as I let go, it pretty much goes back, and this is just releasing it so that you can lift it up manually. So now as soon as I let go, it's gonna close back again, and I don't have anyone to help me right now, so we're gonna try this on our own, see if this works, or wait till someone comes back. So the thing with the other cars is it's not really that big of a deal if the battery dies. The pumps are massive on it, because again, this is a twin turbo build. As soon as you hear the door, you just hear them prime. Well, super bootleg, don't ever try this on your R8. But yeah, I put a wire through, pulled the wire, was able to actually get it open. All right, yeah, don't do that. Don't take my advice in trying these things you shouldn't be in. Here, go figure, the trickle charger is right there. So again, guys, even I make mistakes, so don't do what I do. But anyways, we got it open now, so we're just gonna close it up. I literally just took a wire that was there, put it in there. Yeah, at least now we can get this thing boosted, put air in the tire, and get going. For the record, cars are not this painful to get going. This is just me being me. So guys, don't blame this on the car. This is completely my fault. Well, today is definitely not my day, because the booster cables are actually in the shed. So that's, unless I start shoveling away. I am just going to go to the gas station, or actually I'll go to Canadian Tire, go buy another set of booster cables, because someone with all these cars, you'd think I'd have more set of booster cables, at least a little bit more ready and handy. I can put the trickle charger on in the meantime, but will it get it going? I'm not too sure. It might take a little bit, but probably a good idea just to plug it in the meantime anyways. Boosting it is pretty easy, straightforward. All right, we were able to actually find the stronger power bank thingy. All right, moment of truth. You can tell it's still kind of stuttering a bit, so it might not right away. No, yeah, see, it's dead. All right, I have to give it a bit. So typically there wouldn't really be any rush. I mean, thing's been sitting for how long anyways, but tomorrow we're gonna get snow again. So we only had yesterday and today where we had plus weather, where it was about 1-2 degrees. So today really is the only opportunity for maybe another week to take it out, because it's Saturday -13, -15, and then it's supposed to start snowing again. I changed the fob battery already, but I'm gonna grab some extra fob batteries, grab maybe 1 or 2 just extra sets of booster cables just to keep at home. These are pretty solid too, but the problem is they don't really charge much. So in this case, this might take maybe a couple hours. I'm trying to just quickly go do this, get this car boosted, started, come back, and I got some work to finish. So I'm just gonna, meantime, go grab a coffee, come along, and we'll be right back and hopefully get this thing started by then. Hop in the M3 and let's roll. If my brother watches this video, he's gonna laugh because he did actually tell me, you know, should really boost the R8. The R8's really the only concern. The other cars are okay. But he did say, he's like, just make sure you boost it. I should have driven it around, but the problem is the weather's just been way too active. This has been okay, right? Because I have the winters on it. I don't have the winters on the R8. But today, it was a great day to just kind of take it for a quick little drive here and there. So let's get to it. Quickly go to Canadian and come back. The weather's a little bit better than I was saying. It's actually +4. And let's have a little more fun with the M3. Cars even stock, they're a lot of fun. Cars are always fun, but there's always more fun behind the scenes. Booster cables, got them. Not too sure if these are the best ones to have gotten, but looks promising. Now there is a touchless wash right there. I might as well just run this thing through the wash too. Not really that big of a deal running these through a touchless anyways. At least we can kind of just wash away all this road salt on the car. Snow looks good. The road salt, not the most appealing. It's fine when it's actually snowing, but once the snow all clears away and the road salt in the cars, then they look pretty disgusting. Well, never mind, that was a fail. Car wash is out of service. We'll try the next one, see if the petrol one is one's active. Today is definitely not my day because even the petrol car wash was closed too. Go figure, the 1 or 2 days that you have that are actually nice weather. Can't get the car wash in either. But it's still in between because now we're getting 15 centimeters of snow between tomorrow and Friday, Thursday and Friday. So as yesterday and today we had a little bit of snow melting and we had some plus weather, we're back to snow again. On the bright side though, maybe we can still get some more of this G80 M3 winter action in as well. All right, back home, let's give this a try with the boosters. In case anyone wonders why I didn't just kind of shovel, the problem is the snowblower, shovels, and the booster cables. Everything is in that shed, and we used a plow to push all the snow. That's kind of why I had to go get these new cables. So let's see, hopefully Caravan comes to the rescue. All right, finally we have consistent power. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure now it should be fine because there we go. Yep, now we're good. Now we are golden. Moment of truth. Oh no. Maybe get a little bit longer, leave it off. Typically not a good idea, but we do have enough power to at least fill the tire in the meantime. It's filling pretty quick anyways. So we'll quickly fill up the tire and then focus on the battery. Guess a point to be made. Should probably keep your trickle chargers plugged in. Don't be like me and get stuck in this situation where you're wasting hours first actually I had to change the battery for the fob because the fob battery was dead. Then get into obviously getting the hood going, and then of all people, I'd be the person to have my shovels, snowblower, booster cables, everything in that shed. I'm more surprised I found even the air pump, like in one of the cars. After this weekend, I really need to get someone to come through, just kind of get all these mobile washed, because the weather, I'm pretty sure it will be better anyways. It's just the weekend that's going to be a little bit colder, and then after that it'll be all right. But I should kind of pull all these out And even the GTR too. And the GTRs at the other house need to get the GTR pretty much washed up too. I might actually just have to give up on it soon because I've been at it for a couple of hours. What am I doing wrong? Let me know. I've checked the connection many times. It is for 4-gauge wiring. It should be good enough. The connection's good on both sides from the van and the R8. It still should 20-25 minutes on charge get going. All right, never mind. We got to start. Clearly the Cullen is not a fan of all that noise, but the R8 is straight pipe. That's why you get all that smoke in here. But as you can tell, this thing really needs to be washed. It's been a while since I've actually had this thing out. I really thought this wasn't going to start today, but I guess it was just dead for so long. They just needed some time just to kind of get going again. But yeah, let's go for a drive. I thought maybe I would be taking it down to the city and back, but just a little limited with time. And the temperature does drop later, so I got to be back fast. It's 4 to 6 degrees outside right now, but I do have the Pilot Sport 2 Michelin cups on this, so I don't want to be out for too long, and if it gets a little bit colder later. Alright, finally out for a drive. After all that friggin' all that work. So the map setting on this thing is set like right around, I think it's on map number 5. But I'm just taking it easy because of course the car was sitting for a while. So I'm not sure how well you guys will be able to kind of hear me in the car. So just open the window a little bit. But look at how much friggin' snow, look at this. But definitely gives you smells because that whole sound is just insane. I stick to what I say. R8 is the ultimate best starter supercar. Now, especially with the twin turbo kit, this thing is never ending smells. Watch this downshift. So right now, again, I think it's map setting 5. It's not on map setting 10. So map number 5, we're running on just pump gas. So this does have a E85 race gas tune. So originally it was running this car on E85 and then just switched over to just pump gas. So I think on map 5 right now it's sitting at about map 5. It's sorry, someone just admiring the car. Map 5 is sitting at maybe around 850 wheel horsepower. On map 10 is when you put it up to about the 1,000 plus wheel horsepower, and on E85 it's doing about 1150 to 1200 or so wheel power on a decent set of decent amount of boost. And it is stock motor, so it does actually pretty good amount of power on a stock block. So I'm not as much of a horsepower kind of freak per se as my younger brother. He's the one that's really into all this performance stuff. So I'm not too good with all the technicals, but I know somewhat kind of the basics, and maybe some other people might know more than I do. But overall, yeah, just great cars. I'm just more happy that I was actually able to get this thing started. I feel I was a little down at one point. I'm like, oh man, I'm like a couple hours into this thing and I'm like, we couldn't get this thing going. But yeah, it's on map 5, and main thing is I just want to drive safely because again, this is on Michelin Sport Cup, the Sport Cup 2s, and even though it's clear, even though the roads are nice and they're not obviously clean, but still you still have a lot of road just kind of salt. The temperature is okay. but at the end of the day, you just don't want to take that risk, and also don't want to push the car too hard because it was sitting for a while. But come summer, of course, stick around. So make sure if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, because summer, better weather, more safer, can actually show everyone how this thing really sounds. But it sounds insane. So I'm not trying to put the car through much load right now, but the car is straight piped. Again, twin turbo is built in Houston. It was built by Shop Houston, and it's a great kit that they put on. They built this kit as well, so check them out if you haven't. Shop Houston. Otherwise, again, I'm just happy that we were able to get this car going. Great work, everyone. I mean, eventually the car did start. I was just being a little impatient. I just had to give it some time because it was sitting for a while. I did think that maybe because it had the new battery and maybe it didn't need that time to kind of get going. And I would say yeah, that's pretty much it, everyone. And I didn't make use of the mic today, so don't I wasn't able to get much use out of the mic, but overall I'm just happy that we were able to get this thing going. And that's pretty much it. Oh, chickens, look at this. So I used to actually live in the city, so I'm not used to this. They just came out of nowhere, but luckily we saw them. There's like 3 of them. Okay, I know I said chickens, but I meant to say turkeys. But yeah, they just came out of nowhere. We actually in Brampton, when I used to live in Brampton too, there used to be just kind of like a farm that was close by. They always used to see kind of the chickens roaming around in front of the house. That's kind of why I said chickens, but yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, thank you everyone as always. Appreciate it. All right, back home, parked the R8 up, and I'm just mainly happy that we were actually get that drive in. Wasn't too long of a drive, a pretty short drive, but I'm more than just kind of satisfied that we were able to get the car going. For a while there, I actually thought that we weren't going to get this thing going. But yeah, it's supposed to be a pretty, not tomorrow, but I think Friday is supposed to be a little bit more severe storm. Look at that sunset. So even though this thing is looking the way it's looking, I'll take this thing for a wash tomorrow before I guess the snow, just kind of get this salt off of it. I think we did great today. We were able to get it out. That was the main thing. And now I'll get the trickle charger on. Make sure I keep this thing charged up. Again, the SVJ is all right. SVJ is fine. The truck's fine, no worry there. The GT is fine as well. No issue with the GT starting up. Even though I put the new battery in, I really think it has to do with how big the pumps are on this, like with the full, the twin turbo build and everything. If anyone knows more about this, let me know. But as always, thank you all. I appreciate every single one of you. Trying to be as consistent as possible, so please do make sure you subscribe, comment, and all the recommendations that you have been continuing to give me, please do let me know anything else more. Hold the camera like this, or you get the point. Let me know. Thank you. It's actually pretty sunny. So next stop now is meeting up right here at Starbucks with these 2 individuals.
We're the winner beater here, eh? The winner
beater.
Jesus Christ. Are we on YouTube right now?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, this is amazing. I've heard all about you on YouTube, man.
So,
wow.
How's it going, Mr. Brampton?
Mr. Brampton, yeah, I'm back in my element. I was just telling him that, when I get to this section of the city, I got to recalibrate my driving. Niagara's a lot slower.
He did say that. He did
not
say
disrespecting. Hey, we can drive faster out here, which is cool. Cops let a lot more go, but in Niagara, it's definitely about 50% slower.
All right, so we're gonna
some good weather though, right?
Yeah. Time to get some work done.
Yeah, I see the sun.